Okay, welcome back. So, continuing on from Cheeky 11 of Lemmings Plus II, we have here the level 1 Lem Wonder, which is, as the name implies, and as you can see there, a 1 Lemming level. And it's fairly close to an X of everything setup, but the limited number of builders is actually quite an obstacle, as you will need every one of them to solve the level. Beyond the difficulty with builders, though, it is a pretty average level. Well, average single lemming level. Now this bit here at the bottom is a trap, so you've got to take care to come out on the right side of it, since you probably won't have any spare builders to get over it otherwise. And you don't have climbers floaters, So on to level 12, which is Horror Tree, one of the harder levels in the Cheeky rank. And as the name suggests, it's not as simple as it looks. There's actually a lot of traps in this level, if I remember correctly. One here, one here, one here. You also got, this is actually, by Cheeky standards, a very limited skill set here. The easiest way to do it is, go through the tree and just bomb under the trap. You also got a fairly tight time limit on this one, so that doesn't help with the level. But it's, as you can see, it's definitely not too bad. So on to level 13, which is Above the Forests. 50 lemmings, 60% to be saved. And this one is an X of half the skills level, so you don't have any builders, bashers, miners, or diggers, so you've got to use your bombers to make a path. And this last bit here, obviously you've got to climb up and then bomb your way back down. And apart from that, it's not really much to this level. It's just create a backwards path using bombers. That's a concept that was also used in the Lemmings Plus Omega level. Slightly different setup, same basic idea. So on to level 14, Land of the Lost. So this is a 100%er. And it's one that's close to X of everything. You've only got 5 builders though, no blockers, 10 of everything else. And because of the limited builders, the easiest way to contain the crowd is use this here. Make sure they've got to turn around to get to it, as that's how you separate your worker out. As well as if you do it under there, that means that when you let them out of here later, you don't have to patch up this gap. Okay, so the obvious solution does leave you with 1 spare builder, but if you do it this way, it just keeps things a bit simpler, I guess. And this is another level, I haven't been mentioning all of them, but this is one that is repeated in the bonus pack with more restricted skills. So yeah, while Lemmings Plus II itself doesn't really have repeats, the Lemmings Plus II bonus pack does have some repeat versions of Lemmings Plus II levels. It also has a bunch of all new gimmick levels, but we'll see that when we get up to the bonus pack. So on to level 15, which is To the Treehouse. This is a level that is also fairly popular, and this one I have no idea why. I actually don't like this level very much myself. So it's sort of similar concepts as Express Lane from the original game, just with a much original as in Lemmings Plus 1, not as in the official game. It's basically just a repeated reverse miner your way up. Definitely a fairly simple level. And there is actually an alternate solution where you reverse miner up there, then you come out the side to get the rest of the way up, but I don't remember exactly how that solution was done, so that as well as this being the intended solution are why the replay shows this one. I have obviously actively decided not to block off this solution, but it's sort of in there as an alternate one. So on to level 16, which is Placement Testing. 50 lemmings, 70% to be saved, and this is one of the lowest numbers of skills in a single level in Lemmings Plus II. You've only got 4 skills to do it with. And I suppose in a way it sort of counts as a fall survival puzzle, not a very complicated one, but you do have a fatal fall as well as a safe fall. You've got a fatal fall here, so And level 17, Heads Up, so 50 Lemmings 100% to be saved. And this is a pure builder level. Now obviously if you build straight up there you're going to have some splatters, which isn't okay, because you've got to save 100%. So the easiest solution is you just build a couple of splat forms below where you're building. It is actually possible with like release rate manipulation and good timing to get to the exit with just 3 builders directly to it. But it's a bit of a challenge solution more than one for the general replay. So that's basically all there is to this level, the rest is just decoration and stuff. Level 18, Oasis Crossing. Now this was another sort of quickly slapped together filler level. Originally these were at about equal height. Now the idea was you sort of build over from both sides, but a much easier solution is you just make the fall less severe on this side. So not a hard level. Of course there is the 100% requirement, so that bumps it up a bit, but it's very easy level, that one. So on to level 19, which is the Road to Nowhere. So this one is partly inspired by Tricky 20 from original Lemmings, One Way Digging to Freedom, partly. So 60%, 75% to be saved. And as you can see, skills are a bit limited on this one. Time is very limited, so... And if any climbers happen to come back this way, they're pretty much trapped, so... Aside from that, it's really just not really work lemming. It's sort of you move the whole crowd along as you go, but it's just get past each level as you come to get past each obstacle as you come to it level, with a bit of a tight time limit on it. But the save requirement isn't too tight, so that does help simplify things a bit. And on to level 20, the final level of Cheeky. This is another pretty popular one. It's called Kickback Scheme. Don't ask why it's 82% to be saved. That was just random. I mean, most solutions are going to save either 96 or 98%, so... Basically, this level's sort of a similar setup to Lemming About Town. I don't remember which number, but it's a Havoc level from Oh No More Lemmings. Except instead of climbing up the other side, you climb Bomb in this one and then work your way back down. And so yeah, it was basically built around that mine backwards idea. And the one trick is obviously if you do the miner here, you're going to fall into the water, so you come here and mine straight down to this part. Now, one very annoying detail before it was moved to Neolemmix was this part here. It was basically 50-50 whether he was going to land on this or fall into the water. In Neolemmix that was fixed up a bit so that he'll always land on the platform safely. And you don't want to let the crowd out too quick because you've still got these gaps here which you need the climber to come back and patch up. And with that done, the Lemmings can now be released to go home to the exit. And so, with that done, that is the Cheeky rank complete. So, see you next time with some videos of the levels in the Sneaky rank. Until then, have a good day. The password ends with tofu.